All right, what's up, people? I'm gonna do part two. Don't worry. You're asking why do I have these on the floor? I'm trying to flatten them with gravity. It's a weird concept. Don't worry about it. Hey, look. Here's what I want to do. I want to clean this table off, except I already did. That's what's so sad. I already cleaned it off. Shit. I want to tell you guys a story. And this is a cautionary tale. This is the story of somebody that I met on the internet probably about 15 years ago. Back when a lot of shit wasn't videos. This was like when YouTube was just fucking getting started. Or people like me were just getting started on YouTube. And in message boards, which is what we did before we shared videos, I think, I don't fucking know, was just chat. So I ran across this kid. I ran across this kid who went by the moniker of Kenesis X. And I would always make fun of him. I'd be like, do you mean like when you take the tele out of telekinesis, you're left with your name? And he's like, yeah, well, that's how I spell it, but that's not what it means. This kid, oh man, I must have met him. I probably first interacted with him when he was underage. You know what I mean? This is a kid on a message board. But he claimed to have all these fucking powers, right? He could move shit with his mind. He could fucking create fire with his mind. He could do all this shit. And he unironically would fucking like start threads. Remember, this is message boards, dude. He would unironically start threads about like, look, this is what I can do. This is what I can do. And then when videos started coming into the fucking equation, he had a YouTube account. And he would do these fucking stupid shits where it's like obvious what you're fucking doing. You know what I mean? I've seen better opening acts for fucking D-level comics. You know what I mean? Like you come out and you fucking do a magic trick. Oh yeah, that was flash paper, bro. But anywho, the reason I bring this up, well, actually, there is no reason for me to bring this up, but I just had a thought about him. Don't worry, we'll get to it. This video is not close to being over, although it's not going to be a long video. This kid, for whatever reason, looked up to me. I mean, I have no idea why anyone would ever fucking look up to me. But he thought I had, gnosis or, some insight into the way things actually work. And again, remember, this is like 15 years ago or some shit. This is when everything was beginning on the internet, like Satanism on the internet, especially. You know what I mean? And this kid was tied up into the Joy of Sitchin, but he was an offshoot from them, and he was a heretic from them and everything. If you don't know who the Joy of Sitchin is, they don't call themselves the Joy of Sitchin. I made that up because that's who they really are. They call themselves the Joy of Satan. They're goofy. If you want to look them up, look them up. I'm not making another video. I deleted the other one just because their shit is so goofy that me even talking about it makes me look goofy, which is why right now I'm goofy. Because I'm actually fucking talking about these niggers. But this kid was coming off of that. And there was a lot of that at the time because they had a very big internet presence. And, like everybody was HP, meaning high priest, right? So they all ran around with the HP, and then you had the UHP, and then the DHPs. It was just, it got to be goofy at a certain point. And I was a clear head in a certain space. And so this kid came to me. And we talked, and I tried to de-radicalize him, but he kept radicalizing himself. And he kept like fucking like going more and more into this. Well, I need to fucking be able to fucking throw fireballs and shit. And I'm like, dude, you and me both know that ain't real, bro. Come on, man. Step that foot in front of the other. Well, here's what I'm gonna say. Here's what fucking happened, and this to me is actually rather sad, because this kid right now, as far as I know, I'm gonna look it up. He's serving a life sentence for a heinous crime. Well, theoretically. It's been a while. I have to look it up. But I don't think he killed anybody. Shit, by now he's already been bitched out in prison, so we already know that, because I know what character this kid had, and he's abused as a kid and shit like that, and but anywho, so like this kid, he ends up like fucking like getting, I don't know if he's a meth addict or something like that. They tried to rob somebody, something like that. It was some shit like that. It wasn't like it was him and his girlfriend at the time or whatever, and they were both meth addicts at that point. They were methed out like a motherfucker. And this was a kid that I had interactions with on the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that fucking comment on my videos, and like especially some people that might even like keep interacting. There's a difference between somebody that's trying to troll me and have fun with me and like really interact, that one, and then or interact with me on a high level and be like, hey man, I want to talk to you about this shit, let's go. That's a different level, or it could just be some poor soul reaching out and being like, man, I think you're cool, and I found you, by back channels and shit like that. 'Cause of course, I'm not featured on YouTube homepage or anything like that, but just like one little thing that I say, one little fucking like motion of my finger, and somebody's jumping off roofs and shit. Well, that ain't my fault. Don't get it twisted. I ain't blaming myself about this shit. Fuck no. You own your own karma, bro. That's always been my fucking stance. That's my Buddhism and my Satanism linking up hand in hand, bro. But seriously though, it just makes you think about all the shit we're doing, like all these interactions that we're having with people that we don't even fucking know. Like, I don't even know like half of you from Adam that watch my channel. I don't know you. Couldn't put a face to the fucking screen name. And when I go to your channel, it's going to fucking have no content. And that's okay. You don't need to have content to watch YouTube. You can't subscribe unless you have a channel. And your channel doesn't have to have any content to subscribe, which is why you should unsubscribe. I'm looking for the 199 bros and girls. Maybe if I just say bros enough, then all the chicks is going to quit, except I think my subscription rate is like 99 to 1 dudes to chicks. Exactly, because I'm not fucking watching A&E or HGN or whichever one it is. Lifetime. Lifetime, bro. That's the one it is. Anywho, try to put a light heart on this. His name, Kenesis X. His legal name is Jordan, spelled like the river. Kniffen, spelled like Kniffen. Look him up. It's a real dude. Real crime. Hey, maybe you can make a prison pen pal or something off that dude, because I know he's going to need some help. That dude was the type dude. I'm like, you know the type dude where you're like, oh, if he gets locked up, that them cheeks is spreading. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's the way it is, dude. I ain't one of them dudes, not at all. You're gonna have to knock me out and fucking then it's no, but I ain't going to prison, so what? You feel me? I ain't robbing no meth dealers. I forget what the fuck he did. It was him and his girl. But no, seriously. The ultimate message of this video, and I'm going to drop it at 11 because 11 is a magical number. Believe it or not, it's one of the most magical numbers. Prime number, by the way. Anytime you interact with somebody on the internet, there's always that possibility that you're dealing with somebody unstable. You're dealing with somebody that in the future can just do some horrible shit just based off just the slightest word that you say. But you know what that means? That means I'm going to just keep doing what the fuck I do. I just wanted to remember this guy. Put his name out there, keep his memory alive. I think he deserved better. But it wasn't mine to give. If that makes any fucking sense. It was not mine to give. He was his own man. He made his own choices. Now he lives with them.